Hey everyone, today I'm diving into a topic that's absolutely crucial for HOA boards, the importance of legal reserve funding requirements. Now you might be thinking, why should I care about reserve funds? Well, stick around because I'm about to break it down for you in just 3 minutes. First off, let's talk about what reserve funds are all about. Simply put, reserve funds are financial safeguards for HOAs. They're essentially savings accounts specifically set aside to cover major future expenses like replacing roofs, repaving roads, or updating communal facilities. Without these funds, HOAs might have to hit homeowners with unexpected special assessments, and trust me, no one wants that surprise. Now let's get into the legal side of things. Reserve funding requirements vary from state to state. For instance, in California, the Davis-Sterling Act mandates that HOAs conduct a comprehensive reserve study at least once every 3 years. This study includes a thorough visual inspection of all major components the association is responsible for maintaining. Other states like Colorado, Florida, and Washington have their own statutes regarding reserve studies and funding. In Washington, for example, HOAs are encouraged to perform reserve studies every 3 years unless it's considered an unreasonable hardship. So knowing your state's specific legal requirements is key to staying compliant and avoiding potential liabilities. Adhering to these legal requirements comes with a host of benefits. First, it ensures financial stability. Properly funded reserves mean the association can meet its long-term obligations without financial strain, avoiding sudden special assessments that can burden homeowners. Second, it helps preserve property values. Regular maintenance and timely replacements funded by reserves keep the community looking good and property values high. Third, it mitigates risks. Adequate reserves mean less chance of deferred maintenance, which can lead to bigger, more expensive problems down the line. And finally, it builds trust within the community. Transparent financial planning and adherence to legal requirements foster trust among homeowners, promoting a harmonious community environment. On the flip side, not complying with legal reserve funding requirements can lead to some pretty serious consequences. You could face legal repercussions, and no one wants a lawsuit on their hands. Financial instability is another big risk. Without adequate reserves, HOAs might struggle to cover necessary expenses, leading to financial chaos. And let's not forget about property values. Poor maintenance due to lack of funds can cause property values to plummet, which is bad news for everyone. So, how do you make sure your HOA is on the right track with reserve funding? Start by conducting regular reserve studies. Engage qualified professionals to perform these studies as mandated by state laws to get an accurate assessment of future financial needs. Next, develop a solid funding plan based on the reserve study. This plan should outline how you'll accumulate the necessary reserves over time. Maintain transparency by regularly communicating the status of reserve funds and funding plans to homeowners. This fosters trust and keeps everyone in the loop. And finally, review and adjust the reserve study and funding plan periodically to account for changes in costs, inflation, or unforeseen expenses. In conclusion, legal reserve funding requirements are vital for the effective management and financial health of HOAs. By understanding and adhering to these mandates, your association can be well prepared to meet future obligations, maintaining the community's quality and safeguarding property values. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to hit that like button if you found this video helpful. See you next time.